敵を食らう。
Never die.
Ladies and gentlemen, my latest creation!
Dragon's fire consumes all.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Saturday Night with OCCScrims. Tonight is our Platinum Division match between my old team, Frost, which means that you all should vote for them, and OSA, Overwatch Security Agents. And I am here with two of our awesome commentators, Lautrex and the fakiest of widows, Widowfaker. Hello!
But if not, you know what I mean, then it really would have to be a coin toss between Monarch and Frost. And, you know, we're going to be seeing kind of that power struggle here. That being said, OSA, Yeah, they got quite a few good players on their starting lineup. Nasif Khan, we've been seeing a lot from him. Tinsy, I played with him, phenomenal player. Mew Mew Kitty, for those of you watching, the what was it? It was the special event. Mew Mew Kitty, despite certain issues with being very aggressive, very power hungry, and I just love that in a Reinhardt. You know what I mean?
Hey, I just gonna cut you guys off real quick and apologize. You guys, for the first maybe minute, they couldn't hear you. Thank you for everybody letting me know that in the chat. So you're good
quick
to go.
lowdown. Loudtrex is a dinosaur, and I'm a bad Widowmaker player.
Yeah,
That's it. Done.
I'm gonna go mute myself again. Goodbye.
Alrighty. But now we are gonna go ahead and just gonna send a quick question to the captains, double checking, making sure everything's good to go. Last thing we want is for someone to ask for a change and I not see it. Cough, cough, wink, wink. So we're going to see how all of this transpires today. OSA, I got to see what you guys got, see what you can do for us. And got the okay from the captains. Let's go. Ilias, first match.
Ilias,
Oof.
I hate you so much.
I did that particularly to annoy you.
You're gonna get spanked by the end of the night, Loudtrex, I swear. We're putting you in, that's it.
Hey, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't at least minorly troll. You know what I mean? I feel like...
You know what? Fair enough. I have an account named I'm Trying. I understand the desire to troll.
By the way,
I get it.
I saw that when I first saw that from you, I died. Okay, I was
I'm
not.
trying. I have a friend that I duo with, and we get into games, and he's like, "Oh, I want to change my account name," and I was like, "I think you should change it to I'm Not." So we just get in, and we're a duo called I'm Trying and I'm Not.
Reported for throwing. Alrighty, and here we go. 10 seconds till they first assemble their teams. And we're seeing Mew Mew Kitty, as expected, on the Reinhardt. Dank Monkey, though, going to be on the Brigida. So we're seeing the Goats comp coming in from OSA. And then it looks like there should be a little bit more of a traditional setup. I doubt that Jag the Nerd's going to be going on the Bastion. If he is, come on, Krosky, help out. You know what I mean? But,
oh, yeah.
But I'm expecting they're probably going to go switch up to something a little bit more traditional. Particularly Jag the Nerd might be going into this Reinhardt. Now, I know Penetration will be playing a little bit more with the Junkrat. So, oh, no, hold on. Let's see what comes up here. And boom. Alrighty, we've got Volley on the Moira. So, Jag the Nerd's going to be playing DPS tonight, and that's going to be brand new here. Both teams are going to start up, trying to get ready, kind of meet up here in the middle, and it looks like OSA running straight onto the point. Krosky trying to be a little sneaky up onto the side, going for the boobs, doesn't really hit anything as the Winston pushes his way forward in the form of the Ice Break, trying to go ahead and make something happen. It starts with the zap, but it doesn't seem like anything's kind of going. Mike Bean's still kind of working his way around. Penny trying to make something happen, but gets booped by Mike Bean, and it doesn't look good right now for Frost. Frost has got to be careful. They might have to go ahead and back off. Exotic Noob still trying to keep the front line going, but Dank Monkey being extremely frustrating, and it doesn't look like Frost is doing much of anything outside of just a standard poke battle. No real major picks are coming in. Ice Break still off onto the flank. He's got to be careful, though, because once you got that Brigida, it's going to be a long day. Exotic Noob might be a little bit out of position, and Volatile's finally making her way up in there, and they're going to have to go in for a hard reset. So what do you think here, Widow?
One of the things about Ghost is you have to take the Brigida out, and Dank is just not allowing himself to get picked. He's doing a really good job playing a kind of a defensive Brigida, and really just kind of knocking into those dive tanks. It's going to be hard to play dive into a break, for sure. And that pick on the Junkrat, which rips, Ghost to shreds, was really good in the beginning, so it kind of made them a useless comp, unfortunately. But I think they're doing good so far.
Very true, very true. OSA right now has a really solid defensive posture. Even though Mike Bean's a little bit, the position's a little questionable. That being said, though, if Ice Break does come down and gets booped into the team, it's going to be just murder city. That's just what I'm seeing. But it looks like they're coming in. Jag the Nerd switching over to the Diva, and Ice Break making contact, getting in on the point, and the ultimate coming out from Volatile. Right now, Mew Mew Kitty swinging away, but Ice Break getting the first pick on Niwu. Finally, the ultimate's coming out from the Lucios, giving up that added shield, and here comes the Riptire. Riptire coming in for a kill, doesn't land on anyone. Krosky manages to take out Dank Monkey, and the picks are starting to come in. Starting to make their way in, and the grab comes in. Is this going to make something happen? Is this going to work? Nasif Khan getting a double. but it looks like the picks are still incoming. 2 more left onto the point, and Volatile cannot do anything to maintain the pressures. Gonna have to go ahead and back off. 90%, they don't have a lot of time. Icebreak, considering options, might have to rush on in. Mew Mew Kitty repositioned, and he's got to consider, where is he going to go? Is he going to jump in? Rushes in, but doesn't look like he lands on anyone, and swinging away, trying to make something happen here onto the point. And the Reinhardt going against each other. The hammer
Ooh,
down, the
big
counter hammer
slams.
down, coming in. Penetration taking out one. Jag the Nerd, here comes the bomb. Is this going to land? Boom! Takes out Exotic Noob. And we're not seeing the picks here, folks. It's not the end of this. Mew Mew Kitty still swinging away. A massive presence here onto the force. And oh no, that is a double kill from Mike Bean Bean. And that's going to be it, folks. Quick point A grab here for the side of OSA. Wonderful. And
Wow.
I gotta say, Widow, that was just a lot of them just charging in. It was a lot of brawling. But
It really was. It was like Frost was trying to break up Osa's defense, but Osa was in there holding down the battle. Like, they were a tight unit and working. Like, you watch them, they moved like a snake. They were fluid, they followed each other, everyone was focusing the same thing. They were playing a really great goats. Even when they lost their Ana, they held it together. And that grab from Nassif just completely did everything it needed to. It was perfect. Really held them off when there was nothing left.
that's exactly very true, very true, very powerful, very strong attacks. Let's see what else we can
Goats
go.
again!
Ooh, they're not done
Dive
today.
goats. Dive goats. Oh, the dotes are in.
But right now, Jag the Nerd switching over to the Widowfaker. This might be relatively pleasant, and the Hammond might be considering a flank, but in a very bad spot. Has to go ahead and back off. Nassif trying to go in, just trying to be a little bit annoying, looking for Volatile in the back line, but he's got to be careful. Slowly finds his way out of there. Dank Monkey with the backup keeps him alive, and here he goes in for the dive. Doesn't look like anything happens though, and right now picks are starting to come in. Mike BB takes out Krosky, and they're starting to hop in onto the point. Icebreak and Mew Mew Kitty working against each other, but it looks like the picks are coming in once again for OSA. Penetration in some trouble, gets taken out. Jag the Nerd doesn't seem to be able to hit anything with that and might have to go ahead and back off. Oh, and it looks like Nassif Khan on the hunt manages to take him down with Mike Bean Bean. That was a quick fight.
Yeah, it was. The thing with playing Widow on Ruins is when you, first of all, into a Dotes, it's going to be really hard. There's nothing really that's going to be easy to grab except for the 2 healers, but Lucio's super fast. Zenyatta's really good at playing passively and peeing out of the way. If you're not hitting shots at the Widow, you're useless, and the team has no damage to try and pick that apart. You need to be playing something like the Pharah, which is great that he switched to.
All right, yeah, absolutely right. That switch over to the Pharah is going to help them get that air superiority that they really quite need. However, Mew Mew Kitty is being extremely annoying, and it's absolutely wonderful to see Icebreak trying to keep something alive, but he is discorded, gets taken out. Oh, and Nassif Khan bringing out the mines. Mike Bean Bean takes out Penny, and right now, Dank Monkey popping out the ultimate, fortifying everything. Volatile in a very bad spot is going to have to consider her options. Tries to get out of there alive, and I think she just barely manages to make it with Exotic Noob. Exotic Noob manages to get out, and Icebreak manages to sweep up whatever's left. No kills coming in on both sides, but that is going to be just enough. 57% and counting. Nassif Khan is on a roll today as this hamster. My God,
He was
Widow.
born to play Hamster. Every time I see him play Hamster, I get excited. It's like watching Mighty Peon on Hamster. It's just an enjoyable game.
Well, the thing is, I think they play him well. They don't just charge into the back line. They get in there, they get annoying, but then the best part is they know when to not overstay their welcome.
Exactly. Really smart about when it's time to get out of there. Really, like, aware of their cooldowns and everything.
So, and the ultimate coming out here doesn't land on anyone. An Icebreak, the only point goes Angry Monkey, but he is discorded. This could be relatively dangerous. He's looking for Niwu, trying to get the pick on the Zen. Penny manages to take out Dank Monkey. That's going to be one of the first here for Frost, but they got to make something happen. Krosky pops out to the ultimate, and we've got 2 transcending Zens. They're going in at a stalemate. No Ana to stop this. But Jag popping out the ultimate, going against Mew Mew Kitty. Knocks Mew Mew Kitty down, but gets taken out by Niwu. Perfect shots coming in, and right now they're trying to keep everything alive. Nassif pops in the ultimate, and the bomb comes out from Tinsy. Does it land on anything? No, it doesn't look like it, but they gotta hurry up and get to the point. 99%. They can't really seem to make anything happen. Mike Bean Bean pops out the ultimate. Dank Monkey comes in to bring in the reinforcements. Going in for the kill. Volatile trying to keep everyone alive, and the ultimate comes out from Dank Monkey. Dank Monkey pops it out, and that's gonna be it, folks. That's a quick, solid first win from OSA. Wow.
Absolutely great. They were really just playing so solid. They were really paying attention to what they were doing, where everybody was. The positioning was perfect. They were doing a really good job. I gotta give them to that.
For sure. And I gotta give that, especially to Niwu, understanding where they needed to be at the right time. Because that's the thing. If you have a dive composition, you know what I mean? It's really easy to single out a Zen. Especially if you have 2 dive tanks that can coordinate that extremely well, just hopping in, taking out a Zen, that could be over stupid quick.
Even when Niwu was on the Ana, just really smart positioning. I think got picked once the whole game. Just really smart about where they were and really keeping those tanks up and keeping everyone solid and healed up, If you're not picking off a healer, you're not doing anything. The healers are getting picked off pretty quickly on the side of Frost. Kroski was punished a few times. Vol got out most of the time, or she was the last one to die, so I gotta give her that as well. But OSA was really just playing as a solid unit. They were protecting their healers. They were just really playing a really flawless Goats and a really flawless Dose. Just really, really good job. Even into a Junkrat. Junkrat should have them the shreds, but they were just really smart about it. They really stayed together, and I gotta give them props for that.
Very, very true. And I think that's extremely important, that synergy that works in from having healers that understand their positioning, know where they need to be, understand the threats that are going to be incoming, but tanks that could also make up for the weaknesses in their, inherent armor, so to speak. So, that synergy that OSA had was very, very well timed, very well placed. I absolutely loved the way they were moving. It's as you said, they were moving like, almost like a snake, just really in unison, kind of getting that motion. I absolutely love it. So I'm getting absolutely nothing from the captain. So it looks like we're going to be ready to go on into Blizzard World here in a second. Just going to go ahead and give them
Blizzard World.
Ooh, you're right.
There's just lizards everywhere. Plot twist.
You're absolutely right. We hop in. No, wait, there's snakes everywhere. Alrighty, here we go on into Blizzard World, the second map of the night for the Platinums.
Let's go, team!
And we're seeing a little bit of love here for Dank and Tinsy here on the chat. Sway giving some love over to Volley. Dawnbreaker giving some love to Frost. So I'm looking a little bit further through. Nun giving some love to Aaron. Not really sure who that is, but Aaron.
Aaron, you're a nice lady, whoever you are.
Dang, you've changed my worldview at this point. But no, it's absolutely fantastic. And we do have Clever working the camera off on the off angles. Absolutely wonderful job. 10 seconds till they assemble their heroes. Widow, what are we expecting for this video?
Well, honestly, I'm really excited to see what they do here. Nassif is a great tank, really an amazing off tank. So on the Zarya, super powerful. On the Hamster, just my dreams come true in that little fuzzball. Mew Mew Kitty, an amazing Rhine. We are going to see Icebreak on Rhine as well. It is like, I'm excited to see what happens here. We got Dink on Pharah, and he has a pretty good Pharah. Niwu on the Widow was playing Ana last game, so we'll see if that aim correlates. But I'm really excited to see what happens here. We have a I like the picks. Penetration on the Junkrat. On
Once
attack,
again.
we're going to see what happens. Yeah, penetration, the Junk 1 trick. Are we ready? I want to see these huge... I'm waiting for Smack to run in and be like, top 3 Junkrat NA! So, the memories.
Alrighty, and here they come in. Dank Monkey starting off with the initial barrage. Not landing anything, though. Nassif Khan also working a barrage. Looks like they're trying to go ahead and test the Shield of Icebreak. But it's standing strong, using the maneuverability, trying to get around. I like what's going on with Frost, considering their high ground options, knowing the fact that there is a Pharah that they're going to have to work around with, but they've got to be careful. Dank Monkey really trying to put a lot of pressure in those little corridors. Right now, it looks like Frost is considering which way they're going to come out of, high ground, low ground, and look, the low ground that they can go off of. Jack the Nerd has a huge responsibility. He's got to really keep pressure on the Pharah. And Icebreak goes in, manages to land it on the seat, but gets taken out with the combo of Mew Mew Kitty and Mike Beam Beam. Jack the Nerd takes out Dank Monkey and Niwu taking out Jag the Nerd, and it looks like the push is slowly starting to come in. Kroski manages to go in for the push, but Mew Kitty in a bad spot. Volley finally comes out, the Kamehameha, trying to keep Exotic Noob alive, but this could be just a little bit too much more than she could handle. The Fire Strike comes in from Ice Break. It looks like he's going to come in and try to keep the dream going, but that might not be enough. Wall hacks are coming in from Niwu, takes out Kroski, which is a huge accomplishment for a Widow, and it looks like Frost is going to have to go ahead and back off, especially with Exotic Noob getting taken out. Widow, what did you see here?
Honestly, I was spectating Niwu a little bit. Niwu actually almost got Moira down to like 2 health or something, and she just happened to get away. But laying in damage to this team, not necessarily getting the picks, but putting a lot of damage into them and really forcing them to be like, crap, we need to back up. So it's causing them to play more passively, and that's really something awesome you can do as Widow besides just getting picks. There we go, pick. I love it. I need to start spectating the Widow. I'm biased.
Ooh,
Another one! I'm sorry.
Niwu on a roll here, taking out 2 in a row, and this is fantastic. Volley, considering the high ground option, she's got to consider where she's going to go and what she's going to do. That's the thing, though. Frost does have... They've got about halfway to the 3rd pick with 2 minutes left on the clock. They can't just rush it. They got to be careful. But Dank Monkey taking out Penny real quick. And right now, this push is going to be stalled for Frost. It's going to take quite a little bit for them to get there. It looks like they're abandoning their final DPS, or are they going to be making some sort of other strat? Dank Monkey once again just laying the pressure on in for any entrance that they've gotten. Ice Break chooses the low ground once again. Jag Nerd pops out the ultimate, goes in for the zoning, but they wait. Niwu with the takes him out. Fantastic Ice Break trying to keep the dream alive, but here comes the ultimate, comes out, takes out Ice Break. And right now, Volley trying to keep everything going. Mew Kitty, though, with the Ana boost, comes in on a rampage. Manages to take a few out. Niwu takes out Kroski, and Dank Monkey on a roll on the high skies, trying to take out Exotic Noob. Jag the Nerd finally switches, but gets out-widowed by Niwu. My God, Niwu is crazy today right now.
Niwu is my dream. No, they're playing super smart. The Widow is really making them play more passive. The Dank on the Pharah is making them play a little more collected and behind that Rhine shield. But, you know, Niwu's just immediately countering Jag on the McCree. So McCree can't really focus Pharah because he gets shot in the face. So it's just, they're really just playing super well. The DPS are bouncing off each other really well on the side of OSA.
Very true. And honestly, having all that pressure against Frost, it just makes it really hard for them to really set themselves up as to what they want to do. And the wall hacks coming in from Niwu, which means Dank Monkey has a wonderful idea as to which and where he's going to end up going. And now it looks like they're all rushing on in, but Ice Break gets taken out quickly. And here comes the ultimate. Oh my goodness, 4 kills coming in. Jag the Nerd gets taken out.
This team.
Ooh, Tinsy trying to go in for the Battle Mercy, manages to take him off. They did manage to work their way a little bit higher up, but that's going to be round 1. 4 players on fire for OSA. Let's see, can Frost try to hold a near perfect first point hold? Ooh, that's going to be an uphill battle.
I gotta say, Frost spent a little too much time on that Junkrat against a Pharah and a Widow. That Junkrat was just doing nothing to counter their DPS. He didn't get to use his ult. There was really nothing coming out. Like, he wasn't breaking shield because he couldn't get in there and break it. I feel like Junkrat was maybe not the good pick there. But let's see if Frost can go ahead and, you know, hold it themselves. We've seen them win these, you know, but I gotta give that to Niwu. Niwu's doing so well.
I like Niwu. It could be Niwu. I'm gonna go with Niwu. Stop.
Let's go home. Woo!
Stop. No, you go home. Stop.
No, stop! I'm a nice lady.
I swear. Anyway, so let's see what they're going to be playing. I don't think Niwu's going to be playing another DPS character. That being said, Frost is going to have to really consider what they're going to do tonight.
I see goats.
Oh, you see goats in the near future?
I see it in the very 30 seconds from now future.
Oh man, it looks like that might come in relatively
Are they about to
powerful.
become the god of goats? I think they're the new goats team. They should just change their name to Gosa instead of OSA. I don't. I'm sorry.
Gosa, stop. No.
Gosa.
Oh god, I could feel the dad jokes. Oh man, I feel like Captain Jack is bleeding into you. It's hurting me, and I'm both loving it and hating it at the very same time. 5 seconds on the clock. They're about to go ahead and get started. Let's see if Ross can hold this unbreakable defense. And Jag the Nerd switching into his reliable Reinhardt. seeing if he could keep the team alive with his shield. Penny staying on the Junkrat. So they've got quite a bit of damage that could go their way, but it's got to be explosive. I can see Mew Mew Kitty, though, not really quick to rush in. Looks like they're timing it right. And Steve Kahn up into the front lines, and they're switching it off. Very well timed, but it looks like Jack and they're going in for the pick. Oh, takes out Mew Mew Kitty, but he's in a bad spot. He could be in some danger. They've got to hurry up and get in there. Jack and they're taken out by Tinsy. But they're missing a Reinhardt, and they do have spawn advantage. Volatile's got to be careful. The tanks are rushing on in, and Dank Monkey, though, still managing to stay alive. The thing is, it's looking like it's going to be a solid hold here. Tinsy in a bad spot. Ed's taken out. He understands he needs to die right now, giving Jag just enough time to get back to the point. And going for another hold. No ticks here for the side of Frost. So I don't know.
Oh, look, they swapped. They're going Dotes again.
Oh, snap.
I love Dotes. I love it.
Switching on to the hamster. I can feel Mighty Peon right now. Probably has a spidey sense.
He's so excited. He just signed on. He's like, I smell a hamster. I'm here to watch all the stuff and things.
Alrighty, and it looks like they're going in on the high ground on Flight to Duskwood, but they don't have anything to really hold that high ground. So Tinsy and Mew Mew Kitty have a little bit more of capabilities in terms of positioning. Mew Mew Kitty on the Winston, maybe considering that jump on Krosky, but they've got to make it count. Right now, Icebreak on his signature Hanzo. They can see exactly where they're at and what they're going for. And Steve Kahn, considering where they're going to start, gets trapped though, but he's off on the side. No one taking advantage. Egg Nerd popping the Nerd, and Dank Monkey gets almost taken out, but 3 kills are coming in from the side of OSA, and Penetration pops out the ultimate, takes out Mike Bean Bean, and D-Mex Tinsy. I can see the ultimate coming out here from Icebreak, but it's not going to reach the point. Not anytime soon. Manages to go in right through the middle, but doesn't land on anyone. Second tick. It's going to be... That's it. That's going to be all, folks.
Yeah.
Man.
They were really smart at biding their time in there. They were like almost waiting for cooldowns and waiting to really like figure... It's like you could almost feel them figuring out what they were going to do, how they were going to orchestrate that push. Exactly.
Yeah, I got to hand it to OSA, man.
They're doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, what I'm seeing out of them is patient, which is something
agreed.
I was not expecting this level of just, like, patience and coordination from them. You know, they're really taking their time. They're really trying to figure out just where exactly they need to be and how they're going to do it. I mean, they did understand their win condition. Their win condition was going to be literally only 1 or 2 fights. They waited.
Agreed.
Even if they lost one, they said, okay, let's hang tight, let's wait, let's do it again, and boom, just like clockwork. So OSA, well done on that second win. You know, they're going through it very well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to hit the halftime here, so we will see you guys back give us about 5 or 6 minutes. Grab yourself some drinks, some beers if you're of age. If not, I got me some beef jerky, and yeah.
I'll be reading Loud Checks, an excerpt from my book. Don't worry.
It's nothing. It's just noises.
It's just Cardi B noises over and over again.
We'll see you guys later.
Is this just a dream? Is it reality?
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I am Peeps, and we are currently at 2-0 in favor of OSA. I'm going to give you right back to our wonderful commentators. Here you go, guys.
All right, folks, I hope you guys have gotten your peanuts, your beef jerky, your beer, your water, your soda, whatever you've got to do, and go ahead and stay tuned with us. We've got exciting set of matches here. OSA against Frost. Right now, score is 2-0. The question is, can Frost bring it back? So I'm super excited to see what they've got. Just going to go ahead and throw out their quick ready checks. Widow, tell us what Frost might need to be doing. I don't know, man.
Frost is going to they kind of need to play a little more aggressively, I feel. They're kind of either trying to hide behind their shield at the same time and not really making any space, or they're just kind of allowing themselves to get picked repeatedly. They're not really playing aggressively. They also need to kind of work out the picks they're making, like the team comp they're making. A lot of it wasn't working, I feel, the first 2 games. So we'll see what the switches that they have in now, what's going to happen. Hopefully we see some improvement and see a win on the side of Frost on Temple of Draw Anubis.
Alrighty, here we go. Let's make this happen, Cap'n. And Temple of Anubis, as the lady said, let's see what they could do with it. Now, I do like Temple of Anubis. Really, really Widowmaker friendly, I'd say. A lot of long sight lines. Definitely a lot of nooks and crannies to really kind of get into. So, Genji's a really good option. As we saw a few days ago, you can definitely set up with a good Bastion Symmetra here. So there's
oh no,
that's tough to beat, man. I'm sorry.
Listen, I have Hot Pocket on my team, and he is a Bastion main. I didn't know this existed, and then I met him. I let him play Bastion on Hollywood, and I thought he was going to cry. So Bastion's fun. Bastion's fun if you're mobile with him and everything. So I'll be happy with a Bastion pick. Bastion's exciting.
Right. And here... No, but definitely I feel like the trick with Bastion, though, is understanding positioning. Because some people stay Bastion, and then even though the entire enemy team is, like, running or, like, really getting in their face and there's, impending doom, some people just stay there and right-click. It's like, or left-click. It's like, no. Get up. Find somewhere else to be. Don't just stand there, So I feel like that's also really, really important. Looking over onto the lineup for Frost, Jag the Nerd on the Lucio. That's going to be a little...
understanding what I'm seeing.
I think he's going to switch over to the...
Right,
there we
okay.
go. There it is. Dank Monkey switching over to the Junkrat. So we're going to have a lot of presence, a lot of explosive ability. Tinsy on the Ana, and they're just starting to roll their way on in. Kroski almost in some serious trouble. They finally managed to make their way onto the... Oh, looks like they're going in around, trying to get the high ground. But Dank Monkey takes out Volatile, and that's going to be tough. That's going to be their main healer. Dank Monkey being extremely annoying, extremely frustrating, lobbing in those grenades. Exotic Noob standing into the front line trying to make something happen while Niwu trying to come in, clutch some of these kills. They've got to be careful. Epic Sinner still on the Junkrat trying to make something happen. They've got control of the high ground, but they don't have their healer as Mike Bean comes in for the kill, takes out Kroski and Volatile, and Mike Bean going in for the 1v1. Mike Bean getting slept. He's got to be careful though, and manages to stay alive. Naseef Khan taking out Volatile, but Epic Center getting the kill on Mike Bean. And right now, Frost doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. They're holding in the high ground, but that's really about it. They've got to hurry up and get onto the point as Yumu Kitty is just kind of reining in, trying to get something to work. Widow,
they really made a tragic mistake. They sent Kroski off to go taxi Volatile on the Ana, and they were without healers, just kind of still playing, letting Ryan Shield just get ripped to shreds. It was really a bad play, but did get a nice pick on the side of Icebreak onto Tinsy. We'll see if that can help them out.
Putting a little pressure in. Exotic Noob getting the high ground, and OSA finally considering where they need to go. Getting in onto the point, but Naseef Khan getting the kill on Jag the Nerd. And right now, Frost still can't seem to find their feet. Dank Monkey taking out Exotic Noob. And right now, the healers are completely isolated. Completely worried about Niwu's attacks, but right now they've got to be careful. Volatile in a bad spot. She's got to be careful. Gets taken out as Kroski managed to find his way over to Dank Monkey. But right now he is playing the Reddit Lucio, not being much help. He's got to hurry and find his way back before Niwu gets that kill.
Agreed.
This is gonna be tough here for Frost. I get what they're doing, but they
don't have anything to handle the DPS on the side of OSA. They have nothing to take out a Widow. The Junkrat is fine and all, but it's not really doing anything to their comp. It's not really an effective pick right now.
Alrighty, and it looks like Mew Mew Kitty or Naseef Khan laying the kill on Jag the Nerd. Icebreak killing again, and the Junkrat ultimate coming in, looking for something, not managing to make it happen. Mike Beam pops the ultimate, keeping everything in somewhat of a stalemate. Epic Sinner going in for the kills, and the ultimate comes out from Icebreak. 1, 2, can he get a third? He's going in for the third. Doesn't look like he might be able to make it. Gets out on Niwu though, and Mew Mew Kitty gets taken out. Icebreaker, the unexpected hero for Frost, manages to land those key kills with the ultimate, and that's gonna save the match. They're still going on, 5 minutes on the clock. Widow, run us through it.
It was a really clutch play from Icebreak, absolutely. They really just needed that one big ult, and they got it. And now they still have good ults online. On the side of OSA, they are kind of down on ults. They only have one really coming in. No, they have two now, but we'll see what happens.
Here comes the ultimates. Frost really pushing their way forward. Mew Mew Kitty does get boost. Happen. Volatile in the corner. She's got to be careful. Gets one kill on Icebreak, and they've got to go ahead and close in on Mew Mew Kitty. Mew Mew Kitty's just swinging away. Niwu taking out Krosky. They've lost the heals, and Tinsy managing to stay alive. Jack the Nerd in a bad spot.
Mew Mew. Tinsy.
Oh
my gosh, I don't know if you noticed that.
That 1-2 combo? Absolutely
fantastic. No, Tinsy just refused to let Mew Mew die, and Mew Mew kept that whole point alive. That's why they're on fire. They would not let anything. Tinsy would just refuse to let Mew Mew die.
That combo of Tinsy and Mew Mew Kitty, managing to make it work, especially that 1-2 punch onto Jag the Nerd, the sleep, the smack, and the charge. That's really a tough combo to beat. So you got to give it to them.
Absolutely.
They're setting up once again. Niwu switching over to the Junkrat, trying to put a little bit more of just pressure rather than having that Widowmaker presence. So they're right now. Frost is considering which way they're going to come in, whether the enclosed spaces, the more open spaces. Regardless, they do have a Junkrat that they have to deal with, especially when they've gotten Naseef Khan kind of playing around in the flanks.
Oh,
there it is.
Both healers.
Niwu taking out the healers, and they've got to consider their way out. Jack the Nerd in a bad spot, gets taken out, and here comes the collapse from OSA. Extremely aggressive. Exotic Noob, the only one alive, and manages to get caught. He's trying to find his way out and manages to keep the mech. So there's going to be another hard reset. 3 minutes on the clock. Widow, what they got?
You know what? Niwu made a really smart pick by swapping off that Widow. Believe me, I love Widow, and I'll play her anywhere when I really shouldn't. But she's hard on this part of the map. There's not really any amazing sight lines. You can get a couple on a spawn, but otherwise she's just kind of useless. So the Junkrat lob, that's all chokes. It's nothing but chokes in tiny hallways. Junkrat is crazy effective here.
Right, and using that effectiveness, they're really going to make this work. And here comes a Riptire from Niwu. Is he going to gab something? Goes in, looks for Jag in there, but doesn't land anything? Does he? Nope, doesn't.
Nice.
Lands it on Volatile. Either way, though, Exotic Noob managed to take him out, so they do have a little bit of time before they have the Junkrat. But Tinsy playing a really good job on that long-range Ana, really keeping Naseef able to stay on the flanks, be extremely annoying. Meanwhile, Naseef is working really well with Niwu to just kind of keep him alive, do what he can to really make something work. And right now, the lobby from Niwu just really making stuff work. And the hammer down with the bomb. Is that going to make it happen? Boom! With a 3, but here comes the counter Diva bomb. Doesn't land on any. And another Riptire coming in from the side of Frost. Manages to land on Dank Monkey. They're getting in onto the point. Naseef Khan in some trouble. Jack the Third misses the charge, but right now the D-Mech on Naseef Khan, and here comes Mew Mew Kitty charging in, trying to make something happen. Hits Exotic Noob, D-Max pops in the ultimate. Krosky popping out his ultimate as well, managing to keep everyone going. Jag Nerd swinging away wildly, trying to make something work. And right now the ultimate coming in from Icebreak. Can he be the hero one more time?
Nice.
But Niwu managed to get the double, completely negating that ultimate, and it looks like Frost is gonna have to go ahead and back off.
That was a 9,000 IQ grab from the side of Dank. You saw an ulting soldier and he was like, nope, not today, here's a grab.
No, very, very smart, very well done. And just completely negating that. Did not give them a tick, did not give them any points. And right now, Icebreak gonna have to switch off onto the Pharah. The ultimate coming out from Mike Bean, so they've already got an uphill battle to fight with a reinforced Brigida, and Naseef Khan working that front line, being extremely annoying, but gets demeched out of position. This could be a disaster here for the side of OSA. They've got to hurry up and get up onto the point, though. 30 seconds left onto the clock, and Jag the Nerd goes in. Oh, gets stunned! And that's not going to be good. Icebreak still up top trying to make work happen, but Exotic Noob gets demeched. With 20 seconds left onto the clock, he's not going to be able to make things work, and they're going to let him suffer. They're going to let him sit there without a mech.
You killed that poor little girl.
No, they're not. They're going to go ahead and let Exotic stay demech. That's going to be a huge disadvantage here for OSA. 10 seconds on the clock, and Niwu being extremely annoying. He's got that red tire, and he's considering when they're going to use it. And right now, Jack Nerd working his way in, and there it comes. Is it going to come out and make something work? Going in, looking for that back line, and there goes Volatile. There's a key pick on a healer. Oh, Justice running from above from Icebreak, but Dank Monkey takes him out, and the picks are starting to come in. Frost trying to keep it working, but Krosky the only one alive, and Niwu, the hero here for OSA, working this down, and that's it for the first push. Fantastic. Their synergy tonight is fantastic.
They're a well-oiled machine. There's no debating that at all. They are working together like they've been playing for years.
So yeah, no, they're like, I like the way that it's being played. I mean, predominantly, I don't like divas or people playing far from the central, the core of the team. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, the way they're playing, not Dank Monkey, I'm sorry. It's Naseef and Niwu on the Junkrat Diva, staying up. They're both playing together, but then you have Tinsy on the ground, keeping them alive, and then they both know when to back out. So
it's such an amazing thing to have a healer who can enable your bad gameplay. And I shouldn't say like bad as in like not skilled so much as like that general positioning is something that gets easily punished. But that hero is just like, do what you want. You do things, I'm gonna keep you up, baby. It's fine. Tinsy was just honestly. Like, you can see when an Ana was carrying that game, Tinsy hard carried that hold. Absolutely.
Well, that's the thing, though. I wouldn't say that it's promoting bad positioning as so much as there's a certain safety in being in what would be a quote-unquote bad spot. So yes. The Diva, they are quote-unquote out of position, but they've got control of the high ground.
Yep.
So unless they have a ridiculous force going up there to take both of them out, it's going to be relatively difficult. All they really had was Icebreak being able to put a little bit of damage. So,
I agree. I also wanted to see something besides that Junkrat again on the side of Frost. They really are holding on to that Junkrat tonight, and it's not really working out for them, and I really wish they would learn from it.
Alrighty, but Icebreak off onto the flank with the Junkrat. Naseef Khan on his signature. Hamster trying to get in, make something happen. Exotic Noob, though, on the Junkrat. Epic Sinner going in for the kill. Lands it on Dank Monkey, and they're slowly starting to get in on the point and managing to shift off. It looks like Frost knows to go back and try to make something work. Mike Bean in a bad spot. The Tinsy and Mike Bean know they can't be in there into that fight. Krosky takes out Niwu, and it's going to be another hard reset with 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. I say another. I meant the first. I mean, that's the thing, though. That wasn't as aggressive of a push as I thought I was going to see from OA.
No, it wasn't. And the Goats is going to be a little difficult to run in here. The Widow is able to pick things off, especially Dotes. There's not really a hard, steady shield forever. They are going to be able to kind of pick her off, but you have to think about the fact that the supports are also going to be able to get picked off by that Widow.
Ooh, and Naseef Khan trying to be annoying, trying to make the team turn around. Right now, Epic Sinner trying to go in for the pick. Mew Kitty going in for the Widow, not managing to land. Jag the Nerd, D-Mech, and Tinsy, and Icebreak getting control of the high ground, but it doesn't look like any picks are starting to come in. Volatile trying to keep making magic happen as Naseef Khan takes out Krosky. Jag the Nerd pops out the ultimate, and here comes the ultimate from Icebreak, looking for a pick. Oh, doesn't land it on anything. As Dank Monkey manages to stop it, Jag the Nerd rushing in on the point, manages to break it up a little bit, but Jag the Nerd might be taking off, might be biting more than he can chew, and the ultimate comes out from Volley. Nice save, and it looks like Mew Kitty gets nano boosted, but this could be just too little too late. as they're going to have to go ahead and back off. Nasif Khan diving in, trying to make something work, but knows he really can't and has to go ahead and back off. Widow, give me the rundown.
I gotta give that to Epic Sinner on the side of Frost. Really getting great at initiating picks, and even in fights, just taking out their healers, you know, and really doing the most. I'm wondering where this Widow was last game.
Ooh, but unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. Nasif Khan really properly timing those ultimates.
These daggers are gonna suck.
Oh, and it looks like they're just going to try to roll on in. Volatile in a bad spot. She gets picked off. And it looks like right now this could be a heavy roll. Nasif Khan going in for the kill and takes out Epic Sinner. This is not looking good, and the ultimate comes out from Krosky, trying to keep everyone alive. Oh, the Diva Bomb shoots up. Is it going to land? Doesn't do it, but that's going to be it, folks. Quick rush in from OSA. The snowball, the power. They are really making this work tonight.
Play of the game.
Oof. Incredible play tonight from OSA.
Absolutely.
I am loving, though, the thing is, though, I'm loving that Frost isn't quitting. They're continuously trying. They're still trying to make something work, but the thing is, they're getting outplayed tonight, and that's going to be tough for them. You know?
I don't think it's necessarily outplayed us so much as, like, they're not making the right picks, like, character-wise to counteract OSA. They're just kind of playing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Epic Spinner was doing amazing on the Widow. Why wouldn't you play Widow against a Widow that was picking your team apart? You know, counter. There was no counters.
I mean,
Frost is not countering OSA.
That is up in the air. And, you know, you may be right, may be wrong. That is really up to them to discuss in the quote-unquote virtual locker room. So,
Very true.
Very... So, alrighty, it looks like we're going to have to get ready here for our last match. And it looks like it's going to be... Oh, I always forget the last one. Excuse me. It's going to be Rialto.
Is it?
Oh, yes, it is. Rialto's the very last one of this particular map pack. We have not done it yet. So, as the score stands, 3-0 for the side of OSA. OSA... has technically won the match for tonight. That being said, though, Frost has one more chance to put themselves on the map. I know they can do it. I feel like it's, you know, let me go ahead and backtrack a little bit, though. You know, it's also going to have to be remembered that Volatile right now is subbing for Frost because she is part of CTB.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, working up a new synergy once again, even though she had been with the team before, the synergy from one team to another is completely different. You know, 100%. So once you've gotten used to somebody, oh man, the shift is the shift can be a little bit tough. Tough. Sorry,
Tub?
words.
No, it's tub. It's fine. It's a little tub.
I don't trust you with English. You know this.
Okay.
Alrighty, it looks like we're gonna have a sub here. Test McQuiz. Okay, that name I love. Okay, I love that name. Test McQuiz.
It actually triggers me and gives me PTSD about school.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm telling my mom about it. My therapist is gonna call on Monday.
But right now, it looks like they're calling in for their subs. Test McQuiz, like I said, coming in for Tinsy, and Zentoxin coming in for Dank Monkey. So that's going to be exciting. My buddy Zen making his appearance once again, making stuff work. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and get everyone ready one final time. I'm getting all the changes. Elfie, thank you once again for the cheers. I'm going to go ahead and take this time. Let's see if we can make this.
Okay.
Ooh. Alrighty, let's see. Just going to go ahead and give them their ready check. And what can we expect here for Rialto?
I don't know, but I'm a little worried to see another Junkrat on the side of Frost, which Junkrat can work, but I think they have so many talented DPS, they just keep playing Junkrat. And I want to see something else. I want to see them really pull it out and do it. I think this is a very highly capable team. We've seen them completely stomp other teams and do really amazing things. I'm just ready to see them pull it together and really bring that to the game today.
Alrighty, well here they go. Final match of the night, Rialto. Let's see, can Frost bring it back? I want to see it. I want to see a W from them. I really do.
I agree.
We've been seeing incredible gameplay from OSA, but and that's the thing of these scrims. It's there's no major tournament, there's no massive prize to win outside of the betterment of yourself.
Very true.
So I do hope that Frost, despite taking this L for the night, I hope they go back, review their VODs, and just kind of really understand, what might have gone wrong, what they could have done better. And I always feel like this is a problem that a lot of people run into, particularly in like quick play ranked. It's like while they're playing, they always find someone else to blame. And I always feel like that's the wrong answer. I always feel like one of the first things you should ask yourself, outside of not enough DPS, not good tank, whatever. I feel like the first question goes, what should I do? What could I have done better to better the team? And then you go ahead and start blaming everyone. I feel like
start blaming everyone else.
Well, I mean, you're gonna do it regardless. So, but
you're not wrong.
at least a little something introspective. Just give yourself a look. Was I where I needed to be? Was I playing as well as I should have? Was I healing as good as I should? So all these factors really, really come in, and I hope that despite the loss once again, they'll be able to just go ahead and look at the VODs, try again next week, and really make things work. But here we go, 10 seconds onto the clock, and we're seeing Frost come in once again. Ice break. It looks like he's going to be on the Reinhardt one more time. That's going to be kind of weird. A lot of damage coming in. Mike Bean with the red at Lucio somewhere off into the far distance.
Doing stuff and things.
But it looks like he might be considering if and when he's coming in for the boop. Khan in the backline coming in, trying to make the boops happen. Volatile gets safe though, and Zentoxin up into the skies as the Pharah trying to make something work. The Steve Khan being an extreme nuisance in the back line. And right now Frost has to consider where to go. It doesn't look like a lot of focus targeting coming in. And Mike Bean gets the first kill. Niwu gets it on Kroski. And right now, Frost is going to have to go ahead and back off. Epic Center can't seem to get a pick right now, and the kills are looking blue. Right now, Frost has to go ahead and back up and try it one more time.
I got to really give that to Zen right there. Zen Thoxin was doing a great job of playing against Widow's sidelines, not giving her any sort of look on him. And he was just able to just lay huge amounts of damage into that team and really break them up. And Nassif Khan on the hamster just really booping them all around, really not giving them any control over where they're moving. It was all his decision.
Alright, and the ultimate coming out from both the Moiras. Nassif Khan takes out Kroski, so that's going to be relatively tough. Kamehamehas are working their way in. Exotic Noob pops up the ultimate, doesn't land on any. Grab comes in, and they're just raining their shots in. Mew Mew Kitty takes out Ice Break, and Jack and Nerd's barely alive. The pick comes in on Exotic Noob. I completely forgot that was Jack. And it looks like they're going to have to go ahead and back off one more time. Volatile, though, manages to get out of there with her life. And this is yet another powerful hold here from OSA. Mike Bean takes out Epic Center in the backline, and that's going to be a hard stagger. 2 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock. And they've got to hurry up and make something happen. I don't think this triple tank is working.
I have to agree. They need more damage. They need something to help break up that shield on Mew Mew Kitty.
Very true. Mew Mew Kitty, she's just being extremely aggressive, just really making her presence known, and I absolutely love that. Oh, and here comes the ultimate from the Steve Khan with a little bit of area denial, trying to make something happen. And right now, the pick's trying to come in. Ice Break takes out Mike Bean, but then Doxon doing work, and the hammer down coming in from from Ice Break. And Volatile still trying to keep the dream going. Zentoxin still trying to keep the high ground as the picks are starting to come in for Frost. Nassif Khan looking at Xfil, trying to get out of there, but gets taken out by Jag the Nerd. And here we go, seeing some promise from Frost. Slowly making their way up. 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock. They might have 1 or 2 pushes left. So what did you see there?
That initial pick on the Lucio really kind of cut down their ability to move around and play in the space a little bit more. So it really helped them open it up. And if that team, the team was broken up, they really had nothing to deal with.
Ooh, and the ultimate comes out from Zen. Gets eaten up. And Mew Mew Kitty working things tough. Right now, Nassif Khan takes out Exotic Noob, and the picks are coming in blue one more time. Very well done here by Niwu. Niwu is on fire, both on DPS as DPS
would be
healer
amazing board flex, yeah.
hard flex, and that's the thing. That's really something rare that you see. You know, sometimes you really just got to have someone that can do all of it. And right now,
Yeah.
Niwu was proving himself to really make things work. Nasif Khan managing to crap the hell out of it. And right now, Zentoxin
crap.
raining some damage in. Well, I could say the other one, but come on, I gotta keep the PG. And right now, things are working in. Niwu in that backline. Krosky pops out the ultimate, keeping everyone at a standstill. Ice Break makes it in, goes in for Mew Mew Kitty, but misses the corner. Oh no, and is by himself. Might not be able to make it. The ultimate comes out from Volatile in the hope to keep him alive. The ultimate, it comes out, and the cross Kamehameha is working in. We might be going into a mention. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen out of it, and the hammer down
full
comes in
support.
from Ice Break. It looks like he's going in for a pick. The C-Con takes him out. Takes out Krosky, and Epic Center takes out Zentoxin. They've got to hurry up. They've got only one more push.
That's
Mew Mew
a big
Kitty with the
slam.
ultimate. One more. So Volatile manages to get out, but it might not be enough. They've got to hurry up and get onto the point. Boop City's working in relatively tough. Exotic Noob barely touching the point, barely managing to make it work, and Epic Center making it work, popping out the ultimate, but doesn't get anything, and that's going to be it. Whew. This is going to be tough. I will say this right now.
It's gonna be a tough hold, absolutely.
They do not have a lot of room to really make this work. So,
They don't.
you know, can they make it? Can they make an impeccable hold? Or are they going to try something new? That's going to be, that's going to be up to Frost to really kind of decide how they're going to make this.
Absolutely.
And I think so one thing I did like what they were doing is they were kind of they were together a little bit more. So their team play was really making sense, but I feel like the execution wasn't proper.
They were playing together, but into a Pharah who wasn't being countered. So at that point, that's shooting explode Pharah's shooting cane. You know what I mean? They were playing a Widow into the Pharah, and Widow into Pharah is strong, absolutely. But Pharah's being really smart about those sightlines, was not giving Widow any sort of picks on her. You can get any body shots, you can stay up on your balcony all you want, you're not shooting me, and I'm just going to keep damaging your team. So then they swap off to a Hanzo, which Hanzo can counter Pharah to an extent, but it's not as strong as, let's say, a Soldier or a McCree. McCree also helps with a shield break, So, again, that was a sort of, not willing to counter what they're playing. They're not really identifying what the issue is on the side of OSA and handling it. They're just, running into a wall, I feel. And they're such a capable team. They have it. They have the capability to handle this and get a huge win in.
All right, but it looks like they'll be able to go in. They've got one chance to really make this happen. And they've got to hurry up and make this work. Nasif Khan back on his signature hamster. Once again, I can feel Mighty Peon just losing his mind from home if he is watching. And right now, Mew Mew Kitty, considering the alternate options to come on in, Mike Bean getting off the Lucio, playing the Zen, and really just trying to make something happen. And it looks like they're trying to come in off onto the flank. Nasif Khan looking for what might be a pick, trying to get it on Jack the Nerd. Oh, manages to take him out, but the picks are starting to come in, looking red. Frost making stuff work, and Zentoxin seeing his life flash before his eyes as the hook barely misses his body. And it looks like you're going to be seeing a little bit of red come on in. Ice Break taking out Niwu, and this is a solid defensive hold here for Frost. 3 minutes on the clock. What we got, Widow?
I have to say, that pick on Jag at the beginning kind of forced them to back up a little bit, but OSA's really just being smart about what they do. They backed up immediately. As soon as they needed to, they were out. They're playing really smart. But Frost is also playing really well together, but that shield is going to hurt.
And here they come in. Mew Mew Kitty swinging away, trying to make something work. And Jag the Nerd popping out the ultimate, but getting taken out quickly. Mew Mew Kitty, a force to be reckoned with. She is making this work. And, here we go. Krosky popping out the ultimate, but not much of a team to really help out with. The ultimate comes out from Exotic Noob, and the picks are coming in. Epic Center, just a little bit too late, gets taken out quickly. This is going to be a hard stagger as Jag the Nerd finds his way outside, but he might be a little bit too far out into the open as Nasif Khan coming in, trying to make work. As Volatile tries to keep him going, and it doesn't look like they're getting much going. Here comes the ultimate from Volatile, trying to keep everything alive. Double support ultimates coming on out. Nasif Khan taking out Volley. She couldn't get it. Here comes the ultimate. from Epic Center. Can he get these picks? And it
Ooh,
doesn't
big
look like
slam.
anybody walks in there, takes out Exotic Noob. Epic Center hopping in. And this is going to be a solid W here from OSA.
Wow.
Incredible sets of matches tonight. I love the way OSA was working. And really just Frost has got to go back into the virtual locker room and really just make this work. Mew Mew Kitty getting the play of the game. And, playing a wonderful game. Very
Amazing.
aggressive.
Absolutely, agreed.
But she was very aggressive, but properly aggressive. You know what I mean?
Yes, agreed.
So, excellently done here on the side of OSA. And we'll see. We'll just see what happens next time. We'll see what happens throughout these next few weeks. Like I said, look at the VOD, make it work. Volat's heal with 11,000 healing. Well done, Volley. And that concludes our matches for the night.
Yeah, really great games.
Yeah, honestly, this is a different OSA that we saw a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I know that the OSA that we saw a few weeks ago was having a little bit of difficulty to kind of get their feet on the ground. And now within these next few weeks, boom, there is that synergy that they were missing. So, well done. I guess they've been really putting the work in, just kind of doing practice scrims, talking it over, and well done. I guess having that addition of Dank Monkey and Test the Quiz, very, very well.
All these great games.
I can't say that name without chuckling a little bit. Alrighty, so now we've come to the end of the match. Let those of you watching please give us a hashtag for who you thought did the best. Widow, I'm throwing this one to you. Who do you think?
Niwoo is my play of the match for sure. And to be honest, just everything they played. Everything. DPS, amazing. Heals, amazing. Tank, amazing. Just did a phenomenal job. But I also do want to kind of give a little recognition to Mew Mew Kitty and Tinsy. Just really working so well together as a heal tank combo. Just like they have one mind and they're just working as a unit. But Niwu tonight really shone for me. Just did an amazing job on everything.
Alrighty. Peeps, what you got, man?
I'm going to go samesies on that. Niwu was just such a dominant DPS. It just stood out. So, yeah, I would say the same thing.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to give it to him. And that's the thing. Niwu was really it. Now I'm not going to say he just hard carried. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is that Niwu switched to what needed to happen. Great play as Widow, great play as a healer, and definitely great play as a tank. Really showing that you can be a good flex. Because some people just kind of pick characters and go, I'm a flex. No, I believe that everyone has a specialization, and I think it's even rarer to have someone that is what is called, or what I would consider, a true flex. So wonderful job, Niwu. Great games that you were playing. So, all right, folks, we've hit the end of our broadcast for today. Diamonds, we're going to be seeing them on Monday. Same thing for Silvers Wednesday, and you guys can catch up. We're going to be filling out the calendar here on the page, so you guys go ahead and follow us up a little bit better. And please, once again, like I always say, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your grandma, tell everyone you know. The more people we have, the better things can get, the more teams we can have, and the more we can give you guys. You know what I mean? We all take the time to really try to balance out these teams, try to get people going. And really what this is supposed to be, it's supposed to be a fun environment. Whether you take a W or whether you take a loss, you can really show people your stuff and show them what you've been trying throughout the last few weeks. So that being said, I am Lotrick.
I am Widow Faker.
And I am Peeps, and we are out of here. Good night, everybody.
Good night, friend.